Good morning, everyone. So it's Wednesday morning now. When we had assembly on Monday, I was talking about the jacket of happiness. Do you remember in that story about the king? Not at all a true story, but quite an interesting message for us to consider. I wonder if you found a necklace or a bracelet or a t-shirt or something of happiness. I wonder if you found something in your house, or if you just decided that you were just going to try really hard and see the best in this situation and help others and try and be grateful anyway. When I see you again, you can tell me all about the things that you did. Well, I'm going to read you a story today from the Bible. So it's the Bible from our school hall. Okay, I just borrowed it and took it home for the evening, and I'll put it back again tomorrow. It's a really important and mysterious time of year in the church calendar when it's Easter. And I hope that you have lots of questions about Easter. Maybe you're wondering, well, how did all that happen? How did Jesus come back to life? And what did that mean? How do we know it happened? I hope that you're asking those kinds of questions. They're fantastic questions to ask. It's really, really difficult for us to understand, and it just shows us how big God is. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to read you the next story from the Bible. So this is after Easter Sunday. And it begins like this: talking and walking, walking and talking. Two men travelled from Jerusalem to their city. It was a long journey on foot, and because the two men were followers of Jesus, there was plenty to talk about, like the rumour that some of his friends had seen him alive again. So, talking and walking, walking and talking, they made their way along the road. Then a stranger joined them. "I hear you talking and I see you walking," said the stranger. "You sound excited. What are you talking about?" "We're talking about Jesus," said one of the men. And then, talking and walking, walking and talking, he explained. Jesus was a prophet sent from God. He did amazing things. Many of us thought he was the special one God promised to save us from our enemies. But the religious leaders sentenced him to death. The Romans killed him on a cross, and all our hopes died with him. That was 3 days ago. But this morning, some of the women who knew him went to visit his tomb, and his body wasn't there. Better still, an angel told them that Jesus wasn't dead anymore. He was alive again. The stranger listened carefully, and then, talking and walking, walking and talking, he told the two men what he thought. "You sound surprised," he said. "But isn't that what the prophet said would happen to the special one? If this Jesus died and came to life again, then surely that shows he is the special one you've been waiting for." At last, talking and walking, walking and talking, they came to their city. "It's late," said the two men to the stranger. "Why don't you stay with us tonight?" And so they prepared a simple meal. "Do you mind if I just give thanks for the food?" asked the stranger. "Of course not," said the men. So, taking and breaking the bread, the stranger bowed his head and prayed. And that's when the two men knew. The stranger, the man on the road, the one they'd been talking and walking with all afternoon, wasn't a stranger at all. He was Jesus, alive again. But then, before they could say a thing, Jesus disappeared. He simply wasn't there anymore, and they were left alone to wonder. "We need to tell someone about this," they said. So they hurried back to Jerusalem, not talking, not walking, but running and jumping for joy. It's a real time of celebration around Easter, when we celebrate Jesus coming back to life again, to show that he could overcome fear and death. And that may be something that you want to talk to your family about. If we were in the school hall together now, I'd be asking you for your questions and we'd be having a really nice think together. We can't do that, can we? But soon we will be able to. So we're going to pray together now. So just make yourself really quiet and really still and maybe put your hands together. Father God, thank you for this time of year when we can celebrate Easter. Help us to think about the Easter story, to ask questions and to wonder about it. Thank you that you are a living God who's with us and cares for us every day. Amen. So our next assembly will be on Friday, when we'll have our first celebration assembly of the summer term. Now, in my house, there's a problem with the internet today, so I'm really hoping that I do manage to upload this assembly today for Wednesday morning, and if not, then perhaps you'll be seeing this a day late, but fingers crossed it will go through right now. Okay, bye-bye.